Hello boys, my name is Jaybur. Welcome back to another edition of the Footcast. Down below me is Chris, and that way is Nathan. Unfortunately, he's got no lighting because he's a pauper and he can't put his phone straight. So, how are we doing this week, lads?
I'm good, boys. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
not too bad. Just having my trophy for Real Giacomo. Won the league.
Real Giacomo.
Again. 2 years in a row.
Oh. Anyway, I'd be even better if you was to subscribe to this channel and like this video, because it will help us out tremendously. Consider putting that notification bell on. And don't headbutt your camera like Nathan just did. Anyway, so it's Sunday evening. You know, I watched the Palace game a few hours ago. I mean, what a goal, Conor Gallagher. We're definitely not keeping him at the end of the season, are we? But, guys, so, first things first, as routine in these videos, podcasts, let's review the weekend's results. So, what stood out for you, Chris?
Well, the Manchester United game was, oh my God, where do I start? The fact that we had to beat Norwich by a penalty, we're doing little things better, but we're still not improved. But it's going to take some time, obviously, because Rangnick's only been in the job for less than a week. Actually, about a week now. So he can't perform miracles in 2 seconds. But yeah, I just think Rashford needs to fix up. He's just not looking bothered. He's honestly one of our worst players this season.
Wow, there's a big statement there. Nathan, what about you?
Obviously, you know, it was the guy they call He scored again.
The guy they called who?
See.
You can't even say it right.
Whatever.
See? What the fuck? What? How many years has he been doing that and you still don't know what he's saying?
I didn't watch Serie A, to be fair, or La Liga. Not really.
You didn't watch the internationals?
No, I don't watch Portuguese people, but yeah. Anyway,
his views are not any of ours, by the way.
Hey, we know some really lovely Portuguese people. Yeah. Just remember that.
But to be fair, Man United, they won 1-0 away. To be fair, Norwich, you know, they've kind of shown a few good results last few weeks, I feel. But a win's a win for United. I think any United fan will take a win right now, whether it's 1-0 or 2-1, whether they played well or not. But at the end of the day, it seems to be a one-man squad, and that's Ronaldo. Sancho's done nothing. Not really, if I'm honest. He's 75 million, and the fans were chanting to him, "You're a waste of money." Not my opinion. I'm not a Man United fan, so there's a lot of problems in that squad. Anyway, because even there's been rumours on Friday morning, Ronaldo's been linked to a move to Real Madrid. January.
Wow. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Come on. I mean, literally, I don't know why people believe these sort of rumours. You should only believe it when it's made official or when there's actually been... Because rumours can go like crazy. Like, because even the other year, we were rumoured to get Lukaku back. That wasn't going to happen. Like, Solskjaer got rid of Lukaku for a reason. Martial's been wanting to leave for the last 3-4 seasons. Hopefully he leaves this season.
He wants to go in January, doesn't he?
Yeah, he wants to go in January. His agents come out.
He's a waste of a good striker we could bring in. Like, bear in mind, if we get rid of him, we could bring someone else in who can actually do the job and not do the job for like 2-3 games and be rubbish for like a whole season.
Fair enough. I mean, I think he's a good player, Anthony Martial, but I think West Ham might be interested in him. I can see him going to somewhere like West Ham. No, not Newcastle. Somewhere like West Ham.
Not Palace. He'll go back to France.
Not Palace.
He'll go to France or he'll go to Juve.
Yeah. He'll go to somewhere like Roma or AC Milan. Somewhere like that. Or a Real Betis. We wouldn't have him at Palace because we've got the GOAT that is Christian Benteke. But,
and this is where everyone tunes off.
But yeah, I mean, if we run down some of the results, Man City won just about. Chelsea won just about. I mean, that's 3 of the top teams in England winning their games on Saturday by penalties, controversial or otherwise.
Liverpool, City, Chelsea, all 3.
But also Man United. But
we're not a big team though.
Ooh.
Not at the moment, at least.
That's his views, by the way, coming from a Man United fan.
Yeah.
No, I'm just a realist. Like, bear in mind, we can't. We're a big club, yeah. Team, we're nowhere near. Like, bear in mind, we're not even in the Champions League yet. We're not pushing for the title. We are just pushing for top 4. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, at the start of the season, we were like, all right, we can actually challenge, but we're pushing for top 4 and maybe a cup. That's embarrassing.
You've got the FA Cup, mate.
Yeah, I can't lie. You know, when I was growing up, Man United were the team, and to see them slip so far down the table, and in terms of what is the word? In terms of quality, it's not been right since Alex Ferguson left, really, in my eyes. Van Gaal won the Premier League.
The FA Cup.
The FA. Who won the Premier League then?
None.
No, you have won the Premier League since.
No,
you have.
2013. All right, here, let's start the trophies.
Oh.
FA Cup with Louis van Gaal.
I
think it was the League Cup and the Europa League with Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I'm sure you last won it under Van Gaal.
No, we beat Palace in the cup final. But
wait, let me Google this.
Go for it, mate. And it'll tell you 2013 under Sir Alex Ferguson when Robin van Persie helped us win the title, and that was the last time we won it.
Yeah.
Do not question me. Zoo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where did Man U finish under Van Gaal? 4th.
Yeah, not good at all.
Well, my apologies, boys. Obviously, I do my research. I mean, Arsenal were fairly convincing against Southampton.
Yeah, but to be fair, to Southampton, they are struggling as well, right?
They are. I've got them tipped to go down, to be honest.
Southampton?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Southampton will stay up because it'll be a case of how Palace have been for the last few seasons. I think they will only stay up. Them, Burnley and Brighton will stay up just because there are worse teams in the league. Like Norwich, your Watfords. Newcastle, yeah. I mean, Leicester City today, I mean, they walloped Newcastle 4-0. West Ham held to a draw away at Burnley, and the mighty Eagles back to winning ways. 3-1 against Everton with Conor Gallagher again running the show. And, you know, we're not going to keep him at the end of the season, are we? Let's face it.
Chelsea will value him at 45 million.
Wow, okay. I mean, that might be enough for Palace to... I think he's worth more than that. If someone like Harry Maguire's worth 80 million or whatever, then...
85.
85. But, yeah, I mean, we've just had a new investor come in just before the start of the season that's pumped a load of money, so we might be able to get him for that.
It doesn't help that Conor Gallagher is a born and bred Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
But to be fair, with current form and the ways of playing, we're talking in our group chat earlier.
Yeah.
Just saying, Mason Mount, I don't think is as good as Conor Gallagher. You take Mason Mount out of that team and put Conor Gallagher in. I'm not being funny, mate. It's not a big doubt there. You know, Conor Gallagher, week in, week out, will do the job. Mount is not always reliable.
But Mount is been so consistent this season. Like, his involvement in goals and assists. Like, Chelsea have lost one game with him in the starting lineup. One game.
You mean the starting lineup and still not be consistent? I mean, it doesn't mean just because you win doesn't mean you're consistent.
I personally think Mount is our best player right now.
Wow. Big statement.
Mendy.
Kante's injured.
Okay, so Jorginho, Kovacic,
Coutinho.
Mendy, Rudiger. Is it Kai Havertz playing at the moment?
Kai Havertz, he's on and off though.
But do you not think it's more of a favouritism because Mount came through your academy? If he didn't come through your academy and you bought him, would you be saying about, oh, he's this, he's that? I mean, yeah, it's literally with every club, you have your bias side because of a player that came through your youth.
Yeah.
Because literally, anyone can agree, anyone can disagree, but they all know deep down it's true. Look at Scott McTominay. He can't even get into the Scotland side.
Isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is, isn't he? Yeah.
He plays, but not much. I mean, not as much as he should be. Because if he's playing for Manchester United, he should be playing very regularly for Scotland, which he doesn't, because he's not that good.
I think McTominay's actually quite a good player.
And this is why you're a Chelsea fan. You've got no idea what you're watching.
He'd be good for Aston Villa or Brighton or something like that.
Exactly.
I think he's quite a good player.
Talking of Brighton, their game today got postponed because Tottenham have a massive case of COVID-19 within their ranks. I have no doubt whatsoever that Brighton probably would have lost miserably. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm joking. I jest, but
You're not. You're being serious.
so if we review the table, shut up, Chris. If we review the table, at the top at the moment is Man City on 38 points, Liverpool on 37, Chelsea on 36, and then let me do some maths here. 8 points behind them in fourth is West Ham. They're holding that spot under pressure from Tottenham, Arsenal, and Man U, who are separated by 2 points themselves. I mean, that race is hotting up this year. Further down, Brentford are 10th after a good win the other night. Palace are only 1 point behind Brighton, so I don't think I'll be ordering that shirt anytime soon. And yeah, but what?
Don't speak too soon.
I'm not going to speak too soon. But Everton,
He just did. Put the curse on it.
Everton. Do you see Everton being dragged into this relegation scrap?
Nah, I see Rafa going though.
The last, he made quite a big statement after the game today, which doesn't bode very well, as you know.
What did he say?
He basically said, you know, these bunch of players are fighting for everything and this and that, and you know, when a manager says that, you know that they're pretty much for the door.
He's getting sacked in the morning.
Yeah,
sacked in the morning.
I mean,
he's got.
Huh?
He's got Chelsea. We got the midweek games. He's got Chelsea away. I think if that happens there, we'll probably decide his future.
I mean,
I wouldn't expect Everton to beat Chelsea anyway.
But
there might be a free hit.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised to play Chelsea playing.
Well, they did beat Arsenal.
They did beat Arsenal. I mean, according to the Sky Sports website, their last 6 games has been 4 losses, 1 draw, 1 win, and that's not good enough for a club that are looking to upgrade their stadium to world-class facilities and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be bigger than Anfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Oh.
Anfield's tiny.
Anfield is tiny.
It wasn't even a diss. I mean, literally, it's not massive. Went there.
No, it's not, no.
Cheltenham looks bigger.
It does, to be fair. Charlton's ground is more massive. Looks massive on the outside.
Who are Charlton? Are they that Sunday League team?
I think it was a team that sent you down, like in the first spell in the Premier League, quite a few years.
Our first spell in the Premier League. First spell in the Premier League was when it was created in 1992.
What I meant to say was your first, your last spell.
Well, when we had bounce back ability. Ian Dowie.
Straight back up though. It took you years.
I know. But I was when Ian Dowie said we had bounce back ability. So, one of the main topics of the podcast today is Barcelona. Now, it's extremely painful to see as a football fan and a neutral looking at it, a team like Barcelona going through the crap they're going through. They signed Sergio Aguero in the summer. They signed Memphis Depay. And they signed a few other guys. then they got hit with the financial fair play stuff, and they ended up losing Messi, who offered to play for free, by the way.
I thought it was just a wage cut.
No, he offered to play for free, apparently. He offered to play for free,
I
but
he'd want something.
La Liga just weren't having it for some reason, and they sit now in at the moment after sacking Ronald Koeman and getting in Xavi, 8th in the table. They're out of the Champions League. They're in the Europa League, though. I mean, where do you see Barcelona going from here, considering their finances at the moment are a complete mess?
Can we get that song? Going down, 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 down.
That ain't gonna happen, is it?
I just went down the table, to be honest. Like, to be fair,
Yeah.
I think the thing with signing Aguero. At first, great move, but obviously the heart issues, and he may have to retire. You got to feel sorry for the guy. Like,
yeah,
he gets a dream move. Messi leaves. He's gutted about that. As soon as he starts his career there, he has the heart issue, and he has to retire. Sort of like. It's like a horrible experience he's had. I
mean, and it's also Barcelona have lost a world-class striker that they probably need right now. What do you think, Chris? Nathan?
Martin Braithwaite's still there.
Yeah, Martin Braithwaite, mate. He's the Danish Christian Benteke. He cannot be touched.
You know, with Barcelona, it's... Of course, they've been a dominant team for years. You got to remember, for years, like winning Champions League, winning La Ligas, winning the Copa del Rey, and every team obviously has the dip. It's called the dip. Every team's had it. Chelsea had it when they finished 10th. Man United are still having it right now for the last few years. I feel like Arsenal have had it. Liverpool have had it for years.
Yeah.
So it will take Barcelona a long time. Obviously, I know. During last season, there was no fans, and they had to borrow like 100 million from the Spanish bank to just keep going. So obviously, it's probably very tough financially for them, but they will bounce back. But it will take time because Xavi, he wants to spend money. He said like he wanted to buy Sterling in the summer. He has players that he wants to buy, but they financially probably can't afford it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with hiring a legend like Xavi, because he's a club legend for Barcelona, it's a risk because the fans will turn on the players before they turn on Xavi. It does happen. And this is what's going to happen with Xavi. He's going to struggle this season. Do I think they'll win the Europa League? No.
Nah.
No. It might do, it's not an unrealistic competition, but they won't win it. They might be lucky to get to the quarters if they're lucky, but no. They're going to take a good few years to bounce back in terms of transfers, in terms of squad rotation, in terms of everything. So they are going to have a big, big dip for a good 2-3 years.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to recover quite a bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
That means they're going to have to rely on, the likes of Pedri and hope that they stay, because I think Pedri's contract is running out as well.
Yeah, end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Pedri. If I was Pedri, I probably wouldn't move on yet. He's only still 18 years old. He's a good talent, and he is an absolute soldier. He played the full season last season, played the Euros, then he played the Olympics. And then he went and played the current season, which is, I think it's a bit too much for the young lad. But, wow, I sound old. But, shut your mouth. But, but what I'm saying is, he's still young in his career. I think if he goes now, because he's come through the youth system, he's been nurtured, right? And I know that the likes of Mo Salah, Romelu Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne left Chelsea at young ages. They weren't in the first team though, were they? I think it'd just be a mistake for Pedri to leave so early and take that big of a gamble at his young age, where he could just like fade off into obscurity, a bit like a John Bostock, You'll fuck over your parent club that nurtured you and then bugger off somewhere else and it doesn't work. Totally not bitter about that, Palace. But
I mean, he's talking about a player who most of us have not heard of. We're just saying we do not agree with his.
Do you not remember John Bostock?
No.
He went to Tottenham.
We are a lot younger than you.
Oh yeah, well, okay. No, it wasn't all that long ago though.
What year was it?
Let me Google that actually. Just keep talking while I Google it.
It was probably like in the early 90s or something, I bet.
No. John Bostock. When did he leave Palace? He left Palace in 2008.
Really?
So, yeah. Because it was very well documented because his dad was his agent and he was trying to get... this is what I've heard. He was trying to get a lot more money than what he was currently entitled to. I think at the time he was about... 17, 18, something like that. But he was a great talent, and Tottenham took him, and he just didn't do too well after that. Not a shot at the guy, but he could have helped us out at the time because we were in the Championship. We were struggling for good players, and he was like a Zaha before Zaha was Zaha. And
was that bad?
Shut your mouth, you. We all know why Zaha failed at Man United. It's because he fucked David Moyes' daughter. But get back on topic.
We don't want to piss him off and have another Vibe with Five interview with Wolf Zaha. But
I think Zaha's a Palace legend. But
yeah, he will be.
I mean, there's not many of them.
He already is.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Shut your mouth, you. How many have Charlton got?
To be fair, though, that does sound very similar to a situation that with Scott Parker at Charlton.
Yeah,
When Charlton were pushing for Europe, Scott Parker got offered money from Chelsea, of all teams.
Yeah.
It seems to be a running theme here with Chelsea. But yeah, so he bailed in January. Charlton didn't get Europe. And yeah, Scott Parker failed miserably, which was kind of funny to see.
He did because he went to West Ham and Tottenham and actually did all right. And he did all right at Fulham, but at Chelsea he couldn't do it. That's because he's an average low team kind of player. Sorry.
He's the average low tier manager, to be honest, isn't he? So,
yeah, to be fair,
but yeah, back on topic. Pedri, I think if he moves on now, it would be a mistake, in my opinion. But where would he go if he was to move on? Obviously, Barca would have to pay more money because he's just been brilliant.
Madrid.
That might not be a bad call, actually, but they've got, in his position, they've got Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Gareth Bale. I mean, they could offload Gareth Bale back to Southampton or something.
He plays centre midfield, though.
Who, Gareth Bale?
No,
Pedri, he's out on the wing, isn't he?
Oh, he can play wing and
yeah, he's versatile. Yeah, he can cut in like Messi could.
And plus, look at Luka Modric. He's 35, 36, and
he's still got it.
He's not the same. He's not the same.
He's a good player.
Yeah, all you need to do with Modric is to sit him a bit deeper, use his distribution more than anything, which is what I think Man United should do with Ronaldo personally. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, with Barcelona, we are looking at a period of transition, and I mean, I don't know, is Xavi the right manager to do that? Because okay, he's gone over to Saudi Arabia and he's got his team. He's hugely successful out there, but he's like, it's like going from I don't know,
Mulder to Manchester United.
It's like going from a Bakewell tart to a massive gatto. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, Ronald Koeman, I don't rate him as a manager, to be honest. I think he was very good at Southampton, and I think that's his level. Barcelona, no. I mean, Conte could have gone to Barca. I mean, Ten Hag. You've got Nagelsmann that could have come in for as a role similar to Ralph Rangnick, just to steady the ship a bit. I know he's the new Germany manager, Nagelsmann, but yeah, I mean, Who do you think is Xavi the right person?
I think yes, because I think personally he's gone in and he's probably said to the board, look, there's not much I can do because of the money. I can only make the best of what I've got. So he's going to, obviously, maybe in the summer he might spend a couple of million. I'm not talking buying like 60 million on one player. He might spend about 30 million on 3 or 4 players, if you're lucky these days in the market. But he's going to turn a lot to experience like PK, what's his name? Busquets. He's got to turn to the youth. The youth is probably his golden savior for at least 2 or 3 seasons, I reckon, until the money builds back up and all this stuff. And that's what I think. So he will, at the moment in time, he is the right man to come in and take on the Barcelona jobs in terms of the situation they're in. But whether he'll be the man next season, I don't know, because this season is a write-off for Barcelona. You just have to write the season off. You just have to he has to make the best of a bad situation, Xavi. And that's
damage limitation.
Yeah, and then next season, he will be given a bit of chances. But it depends if he can spend money. If not, he has to just he'll have to turn to the youth. That's my opinion.
True. I mean, I think the thing why they brought Xavi in is because they know Xavi knows the Barcelona way of playing, like the Barcelona way of playing. So that's a big bonus for them. Someone who can take forward their ideas and the way they want the club to be, which makes sense. Because changing it from that to what Ronald Koeman wanted, it was like. But the problem is, though, it's not the same sort of situation when Xavi was playing. Look at Xavi; like he had Iniesta with him. You're great midfield, but you got was it Frankie de Jong?
They had not Aguero. They had what's his name? Luis Suarez.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Samuel
No, not Ronaldinho was probably a bit before Xavi really got into his world class.
Same season they were playing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they were playing, but it was before Xavi sort of went world class with his playing. Yeah. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. Xavi knows the ethos around Barcelona. Apparently, he had them all in the dressing room, and he was saying, this is not the way we play. This is not Barcelona. I think even with the squads that Barca have at the moment, they are better than 8th in La Liga, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're top 4. Yeah. At least top 4.
I mean, I don't know what their budget is this year, but maybe they could get
up 200 million.
Well, they could get someone like Anthony Martial to just fill that role with where Aguero's left. I mean, 200 million, you could do a lot with that, can't you?
You could buy Haaland for that. You could buy Mbappe for that.
Who?
Yeah, but then you also got to include the wages.
Wait, whoa. Who can he buy?
You can buy Haaland for 200 million and Mbappe. They'll be available.
Mbappe? Who's Mbappe?
Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe. Whatever. The Teenage Ninja Turtle.
I don't see Haaland or Mbappe going to Barcelona, particularly as they're not guaranteed European football next season.
Yeah. Mbappe's going to go to Real Madrid. He's already said loads of times as his dream move. He knows if he plays for Madrid, it'll be easier to win the Ballon d'Or. It's like, no, you just play your best football and then you could win it.
The Ballon d'Or is just, as we discussed last week, it's
rigged.
Well, yeah, it's an award where, unless you're brown nosing the people involved, you're not going to get anywhere near it. I mean,
it's a popularity contest. Like, Messi is the most popular player, most popular player in the world, even though Ronaldo's doing a hell of a lot better than him in a harder league. Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, even if I put my mum in the voting process, she'd probably come nearer to then be more accurate than what them tossers did last week. So, I'm going to have to bleep some of this out.
So does that mean we can swear?
No. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, Haaland will go to Man City. I think his dad played there before he had his career ended by that thug Roy Keane.
What a legend.
I'm joking. Don't come and punch me in the face, please.
Please do it, please punch him in the face.
But Yeah, so in conclusion, guys, I mean, where do you see Barcelona finishing this season?
Top 6 if you're lucky.
Ooh. Chris?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth. I think I'm going to go with that, third or fourth. Yeah, third or fourth for me. And what do you think? That's the end of the podcast. If you enjoy the content around it, please give this video a like, subscribe, and put the notification bell on. I've been Jaybur. These have been my mates. I'll see you in the next one.